All right, thank you very much for taking the time to speak with me. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Yeah, it's very nice to be in the USA again, and I think I beat my jet lag last night finally. So yeah, it's good to be here.
It's not quite the same, but I just came in from, I'm living in San Francisco now,
right.
So I'm very tired, but I don't think I can compete with your jet lag. But
It's not a competition.
Yeah. Now, you've mentioned that bands starting out tend to have a ceiling of achievement, and since you're no longer just starting out, where is yours at this point?
Oh god damn it, I've no idea. I mean, I often feel a bit like Wile E. Coyote in those bits where he runs over the cliff and he keeps going for a certain period of time. You know, I'm currently working on my 6th record, and it's just kind of, there aren't really all that many kind of paradigms for me to look at for that, particularly in the modern music industry where bands generally get 1 or 2 album run. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Before people kind of move on or whatever.
So you're lucky though.
Yeah, I'm very lucky. I mean, hopefully people will like this record too. People like my 5th record. That was a very exciting time for me. I think the new one's going to be better, but as to where the kind of ceiling is, fuck, I don't know.
Still trying to figure it out,
yeah,
right?
We'll find out.
Is it, now do you know what direction you're going in with this album yet, or is it still just very early?
No, I wouldn't say it's all that early. We just demoed the whole record, and I'm writing a few more songs for it, but I kind of sort of know where it's going. I mean, I kind of try not to think too hard about directions and themes and stuff until it's finished, because I think that being a music critic before you're a musician is a bad idea, if you know what I mean. I don't know, I think it's a more upbeat record than the last one I made. Take Back Heart was a really, really viscerally kind of depressing record, and I want to make something a little bit more cheery this time around.
Cathartic though, right?
Yeah, very much so. Definitely a record that I needed to make, but I think this one is going to be more light-hearted in a way.
And you just released a song with your other band, right? So you're kind of getting to play both. Yeah, you got to play both sides, right? 'Cause I listened to that one, and I have to say I'm always like really on the fence with like very heavier music, but I really liked it. So.
Oh, cool! Thank you very much. Yeah, it's we've been working on that band for quite a long time, sort of sporadically here and there, and the album's done. The album's out on Monday, and it's kind of exciting to finally have a finished thing. You know, we've been talking about it for such a long time, and not to do it down because it's a serious creative project, but like I think the record came out much better than any of us were expecting. It was like, man, it's actually quite good.
Nice surprise.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm big excited for that one to be out and about.
Now, ideally, it's kind of a loaded question, but ideally, where would you like to see the music industry in 5 years?
I don't care about the music industry all that much. I mean, I care about people who work hard being able to make a living, and I care about, you know, financial models existing for bands to be able to tour and release music and pay their rent and stuff like that. And I care about fans not getting ripped off. But beyond that, I care about music. How the business model chooses to arrange itself is less important to me.
Kind of along those same lines, though, how do you think we can get closer to that as far as musicians like making, like just average, like you and I, average Joe, like what can we do to kind of get closer to that?
Well, I mean, the answer to that question is quite long, I suspect. I think the music industry, I think, is in a much better place than it was in 5 years ago. I feel like it's kind of coming to grips with the internet conceptually, which is good. I think that we essentially need to accept the fact that recording music is free sooner or later, because it is. And, you know, I mean, we're talking about live or merchandise, publishing, all that kind of thing. There are other avenues. I mean, I make a living out of what I do, you know what I mean? And I keep my ticket prices low, and I keep my merch prices low, and I try and kind of make myself accessible and all that sort of shit. So, it's doable.
You mentioned that, you know, when choosing songs to cover yourself, it's because you feel like you can bring something to it. Have you seen any great covers of your songs lately, and how does it feel to be on the other end of that?
I always feel a bit, it's quite a strange experience listening to other people play my songs, because I'm quite kind of, you know, they're my babies kind of thing. I mean, that's not to say I don't want people to do it. I think it's great when they do, but it's slightly kind of, makes me feel a bit weird. Do you know what I mean? It's like seeing your kind of, it's like seeing your mum with her new husband kind of thing. You're kind of like, huh, okay. But it's cool. I can't remember the name of the band, unfortunately, but the band did a cover of a song called The Ballad of Me and My Friends. It was really, really fantastic, because they completely ripped it apart and made it totally different, and I love that.
Yeah, you have to, right? Make it your own.
Yeah, right, exactly. I think that's important.
I saw this interview with Vision's Blind Date, where you were mentioning busking around with Billy Bragg. Did that ever pan out?
Yeah, we did. It was for Shelter, which is a homeless charity. We did a bunch over Christmas recently. It was cool. We raised a lot of money, actually. So.
Awesome.
enjoyed making electronic